Hey everybody, and welcome to round 2 of Team Abomasnow Cup. Abomasnow. You know what? We don't have a name for it yet. I don't care. I don't like that name. Either way, here in round 2, we have competing Aaron Rosbicki, top 8 Canadian National Championships, 5-0 at the most recent St. Albert Battle Road Championships, and that's pretty much all he's ever done ever.
Whoa, 32 worlds, man.
He says he topped 32 worlds. I'm pretty sure seniors don't count for that.
Yes,
I'm just kidding. It's okay, guys. And then on the left-hand side, we have
Come on.
on the left-hand side. You know what? I'm gonna start this game over, guys.
No, you can't. We're restarting.
On the left-hand side, we have Adrian Loke. He's top 4 Canadian National Championships and came top 16 at Worlds this year. Unfortunately, he mulligans, showing a double color synergy and a psychic energy. I think he's playing Mewtwo Stunfisk or something like that. I'm not really that sure. Either way, Aaron takes his mulligan to card, starting with 2. And Adrian just is really bad at shuffling today. He dropped about 5 cards before he started recording. I think he needs to take his skills in Pokemon and transfer it over to shuffling.
Aaron's playing left-handed.
No one cares what handed Aaron's playing. He's trying to give me commentating tips. I don't think I'm going to listen to them. Alright, here we go. He's drawing his hand upside down because Aaron cut his deck the wrong way. There we go. Right side up. Let's go. And we have another mulligan. So, Aaron gets off to probably the best start he has in his life ever.
No, that'd be round 1 of Battle Roads.
Oh, that'd be round 1 for him.
We're just going to sit here for another 2 minutes. You know what? I don't think we're going to show this first 2 minutes because that's rather boring. So I'm going to reintroduce the video again once we get started here.
Don't restart it.
Alright guys, welcome to Team Abomasnow round 2 play. Hopefully Adrian didn't keep the first 2 minutes in because all we saw was Adrian mulliganing a couple times. On the left hand side of the screen you will see Adrian Loki. He's playing Mewtwo Stunfisk and he just mulligans right there. Doesn't really show much, but that's okay. On the right hand side of the screen we have Aaron Rosbicki. These two played each other in the top 8 Canadian National Championships. Adrian ended up victorious out of that. And went on to Worlds to top 16, so congratulations to him. They've both won their own Battle Road so far this season. Adrian won a couple weeks ago in Edmonton, Aaron just last week in St. Albert's. So both of these players they know what they're doing, even though they don't know what deck they're playing. Either way, that's a pretty kick-ass Charizard match, I must say. Pretty jealous. Opening flip. Goes off the table, and it is tails. Aaron will be starting this game after Adrian mulliganed about 4 times.
Alright, let's begin.
And he's talking out loud to himself. I'm not sure why. Yeah, I think he doesn't realize he's not commentating the video anymore. Starts off with an Ultra Ball, getting 2 Dark Energy into the discard pile. That's pretty strong. Probably going to go for another Dino. Then again, I've never played the Hydreigon deck, so I don't know. He might go for a Sableye. No, he goes for the Dino. No, he's going for Sableye, now that I mentioned it.
Sableye's my baby.
Don't talk with
And now he's shuffling aggressively his deck. That might help him in the later. That sleeve wear is going to be expensive. He attaches a Prism Energy to the Dino, and you know what? It's a Blend Energy. I said Prism Energy. I'm gonna take that back. He Dark Patches to the Sableye, retreats and plays an N. So that's entertaining. This is a pretty good start for Aaron here. He's gonna probably Junk Hunt for his Dark Patch back, and then he's got the Ultra Ball in there too. He might get something else depending on what he gets from the N. Adrian just has a Mewtwo. It's not gonna be too effective this match. Darkrai, if you don't know, resists psychic attack by 20 damage. He's got the Evolite on there already, so that's minus 40 if you're attacking with Mewtwo. He's going to need his Stunfisk if he's want to make an impact on that game. Plays down another Darkrai. Might be a little excessive at this point. I don't think you need to put that the second Darkrai down, but he does anyways. He junks that for the Dark Patch and the Ultra Ball, and let's see what Adrian can do. That's some dead air right there. I put that in there just so you can feel the awkwardness. I hope we made a connection there with each other. anticipation of what Adrian's gonna do. It's just
But
I hope it heightens your experience today. Second Mewtwo hits the field. Looking at his hand, I don't really see a lot. Plays a plus power to thin his deck, and he plays an N. He chooses not to attach an energy. He's going for a double colorless. He wants to get that with that plus power. He'll be able to one shot that Sableye. That'd be good because it limits the effect how many times you can get that Dart Patch back, and it'll force Aaron to use a card to switch for another one if he wants to go that route. I just want to say those green sleeves complement the blue sleeves very nicely. And that's the doorbell. Our pizza is here, guys. We are going to be enjoying that. Aaron's inquisiting his opponents whether or not he hit the DCE. Now that seems a little excessive, but he hits the Tool Scrapper and the DCE, so we're gonna see a turn 1 knockout here for Adrian, which is what he needed. He was probably hoping for a catch or two to hit the Dino, but he didn't get that, so he's gonna take a prize on the active. Now Aaron's showing off his bling. He's got a pretty good hand right now. Looks like he's ultra balling 2 golden catchers away. So
that's how you play this game.
that's gonna come back to hurt him, considering there's no junk arm left in the format. Of course, you know that all already. Looks like he got stage 1 as well as, and probably has a Hydreigon in his hand. Why he didn't go for Sableye, I'm not too sure. I guess he didn't really have. He could have got those catchers back, and then stalled with the Mewtwo. But Aaron's pretty much giving up. He said so himself. He catches up the Mewtwo to stall, and he passes his turn. We'll see what Adrian can do. See, that was another moment of silence, just for us to bond. I hope you enjoyed it. Plays down the Stunfisk. It doesn't look like he has an energy he would be able to use this turn, so a switch would do the trick. Still missing that fighting energy. I think his first attack requires a fighting energy, so he's debating if he wants to waste any more cards, but he goes ahead and Bianca's for 3. Doesn't get it. And he's got a couple decisions now. He wants to keep on putting pressure early game in order to take advantage of Aaron's bad hand. He didn't play a supporter last turn, so he attaches a psychic energy onto Mewtwo. Just trying to get some more damage output on that. Debating whether or not he wants to attach the Evolite this turn. I don't think he needs to. He's not in threat of getting Night Spirit this turn, so he might want to just keep it in hand to worry his options. But he goes ahead and attaches it to the Mewtwo with the energy, which is a good play as well. You never know when a Night Spirit can come out. And gets the Hydreigon out. He starts moving some energy around. And he passes. He doesn't have any supporters in his hand or any energy like we saw from last turn. So I was just kind of sitting there waiting to see what will happen. Adrian's he top deck another psychic energy, so he's gonna see if he wants to attach it to the Mewtwo and do some side driving. And he does. He switches the Stunfisk, and he just X-Balls for 60 damage. Now it's not a lot of damage. He's gonna need a 3 or 4 hit him. Right now it's 3 hitting, of course. Assuming we don't see a potion or a max potion or an Evolite or something along those lines. You know what? I just want to take this time to give my props to Kyle Strukovich. He records games and comments on them like a mastery of the English language. And there's no way any of us here at Team Abomasnow would be able to capture his skill in that regard. So I apologize for this subpar commentating, especially from the earlier match. Aaron, I know I'm not doing them well as well either. Anyways, hopefully we'll get better with time, and with time we'll get better. Aaron ended up getting a Sableye out of his deck in Junk Hunt. What did he take with Junk Hunt? I wasn't watching. He got an Evolite and an Ultra Ball, preventing trying to prevent a knockout. Now he did that, giving up a second prize to a Sableye here, which means all Adrian would have to do is take out two Darkrai's for his 4 prizes. He energy switches a Psychic to a second Mewtwo, just because he wants to spread his energy around, get ready for his next one, and then he takes the kill with X-Ball. So now he only has 4 prizes left. Aaron's still missing energy. He's only got 2 on the field right now. Another 1 on the field because he had to move it to Junk Hunt. Why he didn't take Dark Patch, I'm not too sure.
I didn't have one.
He actually balls away his second Hydreigon.
I was like, all I need was one energy one.
He was an energy away from knocking out Mewtwo with his Mewtwo. So he goes for the Siglith and trying to stall for a little bit. Hopefully that'll buy him some time. He's only got 2 cards in hand, and once again still does not have a supporter. And this seems to be some of the issues with the Hydreigon deck, because they're running so many other Pokemon. You don't have a line of supporters big enough that you're always getting them every game.
Yo,
Adrian unfortunately just passes. He has nothing in his hand right now either.
the energy for the boost.
Adrian top decked energy and passes, and over to Adrian, and he passes. It's like we're playing tennis here, guys. Back and forth, passing the game. This sure is exciting.
Team Abomasnow Cup is boring. Straight round.
Adrian, let's see your hand there, buddy. That's beautiful. It looks like Aaron finally has something to contemplate. No, he just passes. He was posing for positioning. Now, it's an interesting tactic from Adrian. He's going to have a hard decision to make, considering the position both players are in. But something needs to happen here. So he attaches the Evolite to the Stunfisk, and he plays the end. Even though he knows his opponent has a bad hand. He's only drawing 4 cards, where Aaron's drawing 6. Hopefully he'll be able to draw something here. He's looking for a catcher. He's looking for a fighting energy. Any one of those 2, if not both, would be very helpful for him right now. We have some racing going on. Sounds like a bike's trying to get away from the cops. Well, congratulations to him if he does, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna make it. He gets the Prism Energy for the Stunfisk, but he just passes, unfortunately. He wasn't able to get the catcher. Adrian gets his 3rd energy into play finally. Aaron gets his 3rd energy into play finally. He plays Max Potion on the damaged Darkrai, and his field is now completely healed. He's trying to do math. He seems to be having a hard time doing that.
Yep.
He's figuring out how many energies it would take to KO Mewtwo with the Siglith. He wants to know if he can risk having all his energy on the Siglith right now. He plays the Tool Scrapper.
Evolite on Mewtwo and Stunfisk.
He's taking off the Evolite on both the active Mewtwo and the Stunfisk. Why he didn't take the Evolite on that other Mewtwo, I'm not 100% sure, but that's probably good to play. He's Junipering away. A couple of Urcanis and a Juniper. Those Urcanis are pretty much useless right now, unless the Hydreigon gets targeted. Might not happen for a while. 2 Dark Patches. That's pretty big right there. He Dark Patches onto on the Darkrai. He moves 1 Prism over, and he moves it onto the Siglith. And we're going to see some Mewtwo carnage here. He's attacking for 58, 60, 70, 80, 160 damage, 10 short from a knockout. Obviously, Hydreigon doesn't have room for plus powers. So it's a good thing Adrian used the energy switch a few turns ago to save that second psychic energy. Otherwise, he would have been knocked out right there. Now, one thing Aaron didn't do, he left 2 energies on the Darkrai on the bench. He could have spread them out just to prevent any shenanigans. It's not going to make that much a difference, but it's just sometimes the small things that might. That's an extra 20 damage that Mewtwo would be doing with X-Ball.
Saw that afterwards.
He explains that he saw it after I pointed it out, which is kind of kind of funny, but that's okay.
No, like after
Well,
I tackled before he said it.
If I had a second, it's helpful.
we see another N here from Adrian. He's trying to get something going, but he just gives his opponent another hand of 6. Unfortunately, he didn't have anything else for him to do. He gets a catcher on the Hydreigon. Oh, do some damage to it. He gets a second energy on the Stunfisk, and he now will be able to trap that Hydreigon active. He rumbles and grumbles and tumbles his way down. Hydreigon takes some 40 damage, and he's going to be stuck up there in the active position, unless Aaron has a switch. Now, that's another card a lot of Hydreigon lists don't play, just because you have the free retreat with Darkrai, although I still like it for situations like this, or status conditions from like a Tyrannosaurus Thunderwave, something like that. Stunfisk is actually becoming more popular of a tech, and more decks, just because it does a lot of damage versus eels, taking out the Tyrannosaurus, and then gets Darkrai. It does 80 damage, keeps it active. So it's something more and more people are going to need to get prepared for, especially coming up at regionals here. He ends up passing, nothing to do to get the Hydreigon out of the active, and so that's where discarding those rare candies, and the second Hydreigon is going to come back to haunt him. It goes a potion on the Mewtwo, and a random receiver. Hopefully it's not another N. Oh, he gets a Sharon. Look at the size of Aaron's hand.
You might discard.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Plays a Sharon for 3 cards. It's kind of like a Bill. Bill's only 2 cards though. No one likes Bill anymore. Psychic energy on the fresh Mewtwo. And more rumbling. I think that Stunfisk needs to eat some food. His tummy's getting hungry. His stomach's rumbling. Unfortunately, they don't like my jokes. Leave a comment to let me know. Let me know if you guys like my poker puns. Hey guys, guess what? Okay, what do you get if you put a parrot in a washing machine? What do you get if you put a parrot in a washing machine? You get a Poliwhirl. Yeah, that's another moment of silence. Another awkwardness right there. We get a max potion on the Hydreigon. Heals it up. He's still stuck active, unfortunately, so he's going to have to start attacking with it. Big play here. And it's just deciding where he wants to move his energy around. He decides to put them all on the Darkrai. And he goes ahead and knocks out the Stunfisk for 150 damage.
40.
140 damage
I'm sorry, Mike.
with whatever the name of that attack is. Dragon Blast, thank you. Knocks out the Stunfisk. Now, Adrian's put in a bad spot here. He just attacks for 60 with X-Ball. Wait, shouldn't it do 80, or is he weak to resistant to Psychic too?
Ultra Ball?
He's resistant to Psychic? What?
Yeah. It does 80. I have 2 energy. He has 2 energy. Ultra Ball for Hydreigon.
Oh, sorry. From that angle, it looked like the 2 was on the side of the 6. There is definitely 2 dice on the table right there. I'm sorry, guys. I am blind.
Four rare candies. Look at this guy.
Yes. I played 4 more candy.
Oh my god.
Smart playing this deck.
So Aaron ends up getting a second Hydreigon out. That's going to be a pretty big deal, considering it's taken 60 damage already.
Psychic.
He ends up attacking with Siglith,
120.
doing a bunch of damage. The attack does 50 damage plus 10 more damage for each energy attached to the defending Pokemon. In this case, it's 70 times 2
Minus 20.
because of Mewtwo's weakness to Psychic, and then the F-Light, of course. Adrian just drops down on the Mewtwo and passes. Aaron shows off his bat hand, but that doesn't really matter because he has a board position right now. He sends out Darkrai. He's going to do some Night Spearing, taking a few prizes here. By a few, I mean 2 because of the potion earlier.
Still a Night Spear.
So Mewtwo on the bench is up to 160 damage. 10 away from getting knocked out. Adrian doesn't really have a lot of options here. He's gonna need to. I'm not even sure what he can do at this point. He's just delaying the inevitable. I can't talk. I'm sorry. He's just delaying the certain outcome, which is certain. Inevitable. Leave a comment how to pronounce that word properly. Even better, leave a video response of you properly pronouncing that word. We'll see if you guys want to participate in our in our pronouncing abilities.
Yo, Mike, if you know Pally should get this up.
Give me less of a heavy.
Adrian ends up attaching a second energy to the active Mewtwo in order to get some damage on the active Darkrai. Maybe he'll be able to get DCE for another X-Ball later on, but even still, Aaron's just going to alternate Darkrai. He's gonna. It's not going to make a difference at all, especially if he has a Max Potion. We've only seen one so far. He gets another Deck Patch. More energies in play. It doesn't really matter that much. And it looks like we got another Max Potion coming. Yep. Adrian, he's staring down this Darkrai and he's thinking to himself, man, that black mother Darkrai. He's just staring him down. Adrian gets the double colorless energy and he has a N in hand. He plays Potion. Aaron's praying for a Mewtwo. He doesn't need it at all, though. He doesn't need it at all. N to 1, you know, it's just going to take 2 turns. And this game's going to be over. I would suggest closing this video right now. We all know what's going to happen. I don't need you to watch the next 2 minutes of this game. You don't need to watch this next 2 minutes of the game. You know, let's save everybody some time. Go ahead and start watching the next video. You're going to save yourself a little bit of time there. That's the pointer from me to you. Take that. Enjoy it. If you're still here, you know, it means there's probably nothing else going on right now. That's okay. I appreciate your company. And I would like to thank you for listening to me trying to talk to you. I understand you're mute. So you can't talk back to me. That's okay. You don't need to say a word. I understand. I see how it is. Needless to say, this is my first video actually. Just talking on YouTube. I don't claim to be a professional in any means. I'm just trying to make this enjoyable for you. So Aaron moves around some energies. He ends up attacking the Siglith. Does some damage. Besides, Mewtwo is too mainstream for him.
Hipster.
Adrian's going to stall from this point out. He chops the Stunfisk. He's got a catcher in hand. He could stall by doing nothing. No, he's going to random receiver. Does he even have supporter left in his deck? He's played like 20. Juniper, there we go. Isn't that lovely, folks? He's gonna discard his hand. Catcher's up. The Darkrai plays a plus power. And Juniper's. Of course, Aaron only has 1 prize left, so even if he gets a knockout here, it's not going to matter. He's just going to set up a Darkrai and attack. He gets the Prism Energy on the Stunfisk. Does he have an Energy Switch? He does have a Switch. Energy Switch doesn't do anything. I was just joking. He doesn't have a basic energy in play. And Muddy Water. Oh my gosh, that's such a brilliant play. I did not see that coming. That's magnificent right there.
I did
Yeah, I was at.
no, I did
Oh,
I did.
yeah.
Plus fire. Bro.
Aaron's playing random receiver for no reason other than to waste time. All he has to do is move all these energy over to
Tell
Hydreigon.
him that, man. Maybe he forgot. Nice.
Aaron's protesting my live commentary, giving him away. He plays Sharon.
Oh, I
He-
was going off the Mewtwo catcher.
He wanted a Mewtwo catcher for his 7th prize, but he doesn't care.
Trade.
Aaron, oh, it looks like this. A surprising turn of events. Adrian picks up all his prizes first and is declared the winner because Aaron still has 1 prize left. Look, 1 prize left for Aaron. No prizes left for Adrian. Obviously, Adrian wins. No, I'm just kidding. Aaron wins. Aaron just skipped his cards.
Say the entire standing.
Right now, after our first 2 rounds, we have Aaron Rusbicki with Hydreigon 1-0. And then we have myself
Okay.
With great deals.
with Ray Eels 1-0.
We're gonna go eat pizza.
We're going to take a lunch break here, guys, even though that doesn't matter to you because it's on YouTube. So we'll see you in a bit with round number 3 featuring,
Featuring who? The loser.
featuring we'll go Michael versus Aaron.
Let's do losers.
Okay, never mind. We're doing Damien versus Adrian. We'll see how that goes, guys. Have fun.